I actually expect to get crushed by the thin value betting component of his range. Like, basically top pair. I think a large fraction, not all, but a large fraction of his top pair shoves pre. Gonna raise the small blind, go 3x. See if it's small. Expect a lot of folds probably. Not worried about a 6x combo. Not worried about 5-3. I think those hands mostly fold pre. It's not impossible for him to have a 6, but it's not likely. Since I wouldn't be worried, I'd keep betting a lot. Still not worried about a 3. I think this player still has to call with like 9s, 7s, 8s, 10s. I don't think it's obvious that those hands 3-bet pre-flop in this situation. So I think they make up substantial fractions of his range. I don't think like offsuit 6x is a very big component, so. And if we're talking about suited 6x, he's more likely to have 7s than suited 6s. So okay, I think we squeeze, call this off. I think you could jam if you wanted. Again, I'm not squeezing hoping he shoves. I'm just squeezing and then hoping he calls or folds. And then if he does decide to jam, I have to call it off just with math. It's a really fast jam though. So it makes me want to change my mind. But I think I'm going to end up with like right around 40% still. He's going to have 10s and 9s and stuff. Oh, he's got king queen. We've got the best of it. Come on. Hold. Hold. One more. Boom. We get him. Oh, we get him with the stat. With the ace jack. Whew. We get them with the ace jack. That's a good one right there. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that was good. Yes, baby. That was huge. Huge pot. Huge pot. Shit, he's like, I ain't even having it with this BBZ, dude. I'm gonna just jam my 20 in. King, queen, jack, 10 suited, ace. Like, there's a lot of fucking like ace 6 and shit in this range. It's like a little bit of ace 10 to hold this back. A lot of 7s. I can't remember what I'm supposed to do with king 10 suited, guys. I think it's a call, but I don't think it makes much, so I'm just gonna pass. I'd call in the big blind. Like, obviously you can't make that much because we know king 9 suited is a fold, right? So it can't make that much. This guy clicks it, and I should have shoved pre. I fucked up. I just wasn't paying attention because I was talking to you guys, looking up this hand, doing streamer shit. I mean, this stack to pot ratio, I don't think it matters if I call or if I jam. Wish I would have called. Wish I would have called. Sam 4-bets a lot. Probably going to RNG it off against David. Probably going to 50% 4-bet and call the rest. Call came up. Supposed to use a pretty high frequency fold to c-bet on this flop. It's a really small bet though at sub-quarter. It's tough. I think that, like, you know, because it's sub-quarter, I don't know if I should still fold this hand basically. So I'm gonna have king jack here, king queen, king 10. I'm also gonna get snapped here a lot. Oh, I got snapped by bottom pair. Yeah, I mean, his small bet size expands my range, so I have more bluffs when I get to the river. For sure. You know, I wish I would have pure 4-bet shoved. Whether they study or not is like not the point. The point is that like you need to compete and like get the most out of the time that you spend playing. So I have no idea what they do because they're not me or on my team or anything, so I don't know. So we'd expect this player to still have flushes and boats, so I'm not going to go like fucking huge, but I'm not going to bet small either because mostly this player doesn't have flushes or boats. That's going to be a flush or a boat. Sand should technically call. Gotta defend half my range. Which is a pretty substantial fraction. Considering most of my range isn't a flush, this hand's supposed to call. I think people never bluff here. I'm gonna give myself an out, let myself fold sometimes. I'm gonna call, this hand's pure call. I'm gonna call like 40% because I think I want to fold this hand a bunch. A call came up. Woo! Thank you for call coming up. Thank you, call coming up. Thank you, call. I appreciate you coming up. Whew. Whew. I made a bad fold 60% of the time there, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think people could bluff there. I just didn't think people could bluff there. Did I say shoving's viable? I thought he had 1.1 million. Oh, he has 3 big blinds. Fuck me. What am I doing? What am I doing? I misread the stacks. I thought he had way more. So I just misread the stacks. That was so stupid. Oh well, it worked. Alright, so here we have kings. This player opened. Daniel opened. I flatted from under the gun +1. He checks flop. Putting out a small bet. Which unfortunately takes it down. After hoping for the walk, we hope for the limp. ISO. Gonna check back. And showdown. Opening up the queens, getting shoved on by the 7s. Ace king, that's not what we wanted to see. Oh, let's hold. One more. Yes, gotta fade that 10, right? Gotta fade the 10. Gotta fade the 10. Whew. Back in it. Back in it. Here we go. Here we go. I just gotta cooler people. Just gotta cooler people. It's the way to win tournaments. Cooler the hell out of people. Okay, 3.5x-ish. I think that this hand's still gonna be calling in position. I think not betting the flop's probably not the worst idea. Expect to see some very large bets from David. I think this hand's like, might be prudent to just fold now, to be honest, but not going to. Expect to see some shoves. I think David can stuff 10x. I think he can stuff queens. Expect him to shove kind of a lot, to be honest. I think you can have a 6 too. This bet feels like it's always a value bet when he chooses this sizing choice. Doesn't feel like this is how he'd bluff. Feels like he'd bluff by shoving. I don't know if it really matters. I think my hand just calls once I get here. Yeah. Kind of sucks. I think that the spot that I can fold the hand's the turn. I might be able to fold the hand on the turn. I think his pre-flop raise is good. Yeah. So I mean, I'm pretty sure if I solve that ace-5 ICM adjusted, I'm gonna end up getting told to fucking play my hand exactly the way that I played it. Super annoying. Like, just, you know, it's just like, oh, it's hard to beat guys that always win. Like, whenever someone's making the hands, like, all the time, it's hard to win. But it's easier to win when they just miss. But yeah, this, after check flop and I call turn, right? Like, the bottom line is very simple. There's a bunch of busted 7s, busted 8s, and busted diamonds that got to this river. So, like, when you look at what fraction of my range I have to call, and then you think of, like, my hand, which is one of the super premium 5s because it unblocks all of those hands, like all the stuff that you might be bluffing with. You might be bluffing with like a busted 7, a busted 8, busted diamonds. You might even just be bluffing with just like something else like Queen Jack, although it's unlikely because David's good. This hand unblocks all of those portions of his range. And since this hand unblocks those portions of his range, it makes it difficult to fold it. 10 big blinds, ace-jack offsuit. David's range is going to be very wide here. He's going to be, I know, like, he's going to be very wide. He probably has ace-2 offsuit in his range. Now, he could have kings this time, because David's had some pretty good timing. That's why he's got all the chips. But David's got ace-2 offsuit in this range. More likely than not. This is close. Okay, it's tempting to bluff. I have overcards and a gut shot. It's very tempting, but I can bluff now. There we go. One a pot. These guys are running it. And Queen 10 suited loses, which means we've made the final table. We made the final table, ladies and gentlemen. Made the final table. It's like a chip leader's gonna fuck with me. Check flop. Bet turn. I don't want to say I'm back in it because I still have 20 big blinds, but it feels like a lot more chips than I had a second ago. Just grinding it out. 7 left. I'm gonna try to win. I'm gonna try not to lose, because that's where I am right now. I'm just gonna try not to lose. Just gonna try to grind out spots. Hopefully we manage to grind it out all the way to first. Gonna check this back. Gonna call flop. Hope for a 5. Okay. Not exactly a 5. Gonna double float. BBZ here, and I'm just announcing our brand new ICM course on bbzpoker.com. The new ICM course we think is going to be a game changer for our audience. For the most part, in final tables, as we approach final tables, once we get into the money, we use inside BBZ radically different strategies than what we use in other scenarios, and we don't actually see that from a lot of our opponents. And we think that this is just something that will add a lot of value, open up a lot of eyes in terms of what we're doing differently, and ultimately improve win rates. So you can again find that on bbzpoker.com. Look forward to seeing you guys there. Thanks very much. I actually expect to get crushed by the thin value betting component of his range more than the other parts. Like basically top pair. I think a large fraction, not all, but a large fraction of his top pair shoves pre. There we go. Heart rate spike, baby. I'm about it. Let's go. Let's get the heart rate in the game. Let's get the heart rate in the game. Come on. I'm not scared. Let's go. Let's get the heart rate in there. 131. Let's go. 132. I'm having fun. Let's go. 133. Woo! Let's do it. I don't think it's unreasonable to just shove this hand pre-flop, but I don't like it with the deuce as much, so I didn't shove. Building. Let's go. Making moves. Starting to accumulate a little bit. Starting to accumulate. We haven't had the nuts either. We hadn't do it with the nuts. We've been making moves to make these chips. Let's go. David has aces. Let's hold aces. There we go. Get a ladder. That's what we want. We want ladders. Told you, we wanted to not lose. We're trying to be just there at the end. We just want to be there at the end. We don't need to win. We just want to be there at the end. I'll take winning. Start to move a little bit. It's a good river. Had to try. I mean, I could call and, like, you know, not try. But wouldn't be very BBZ of me. Wouldn't be very BBZ of me not to try. I had to try. Actually, just gonna call. That sucks. I think having like the nines blocked is like mostly a blank. So I think I can still shove and have it work. Like I think it's supposed to work. In the sense that like I think I can shove and still be up against, like I think David can have like a large weight of 10s and jacks, and I think David can have like a pretty substantial weighting on 10s, jacks, queens even. And I think like my continuing strategy can just be to shove 9x for the most part. Obviously playing a check raise there. David had ace deuce of diamonds. So ace 5 of diamonds is always a shove with that pocket 9 spot. I would shove every hand that I didn't want to fold. Like every hand that I didn't want to fold, I was shoving. That was like my conclusion when I was playing the spot. So if I was like in that spot, if I was gonna play a hand, I was gonna shove it. So ace 5 of diamonds, I'm not folding. So yeah, I would have shoved it. I would have shoved all of them. Or whatever I was gonna not fold. And could 3-bet. Just think I'm gonna call it this and work from here. Expect to see a large bet from David. He seems to be a fan of large bets on these flops. As soon as I say that, comes in with a small bet. I expect this to be like kind of a lot of Jack X that I'm going to lose to. But I don't think that this hand should bluff. I think I just have too many hands that are better at bluffing than this one. My range for checking here is mostly paired. Or ace high. I can just call with like almost the entire paired component. Fold this. Expect him to be taking me off of my equity sometimes. I think that most people would be surprised by like how many like I think once it goes bet call, a lot of people would be surprised by how fine it is to just fold flush draws and even straight draws, but that's just my opinion. I think I'm gonna mostly be calling with 9-8 in position against the small blind. Okay. Gonna call again. Probably raise in chip EV, but seems kind of incineration to like raise felt this hand, so I'm gonna call. Oof, that's a bit awkward. Fuck. Sucks. Oh. Got the ladder. We're in profit for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Can't do anything. Hold. Boom. Back in it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, I told you we just gotta get the good ones. Gotta get the good ones. That makes it easier. That makes it easier. Oh shit. This sucks with these stacks, actually. LOL. Oh well, is what it is. Snap, snap, snap. There we go. Let's hold. Come on. Come on. 7 of like hearts. It's a chop. Oh no, it's not a chop. Okay, fuck, I'm bad at math. My bad. It's 2 cards, not 3. It's like, fuck. Fucking chop again. But no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're not good? Ugh, this is gross. This feels like a fold to me. But like, I mean, how much can you really expand the range? It feels like a fold. I'm just gonna fold. Feels close. That's fine. I shouldn't even really bluff the turn, but it kind of felt like his check back range was more vulnerable to folds, and so I took a shot at it. I shouldn't, I don't think, too often, but I wanted to, so fuck it. And it didn't work. It didn't work. Here we go, 6s into deuces. We gotta fade the deuce outs. Come on, there we go. Apestyles coming through with gifts. Holy shit. What's going on, brother? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so this is gonna be like this works with like wide as fuck ranges, and then I think I want to limp a lot and then min raise sometimes to stack depth. Ordinarily I'd check this back, but I'm gonna stab this time. I'm gonna check now. Seems like the only real answer. There's a lot I lose to, and we're just gonna flip our hand face up. We beat a pair of 3s, so there's that. And lost to trip 9s, lost to jack X, lost to clubs. Beat a pair of 3s though. We can do that. We can handle that. Sans bottom normally. I'm gonna fold here, I think. 3 left. 18,000. Keep in mind we did have the little bit from earlier. Oh shit! We gotta. Okay. You know. I thought that might be it. We might have had it. that. I even thought about shoving. I thought about checking, but I can't just always check. And I've checked I'm checking like a large fraction of my medium strength component, and like that's kind of it, but also kind of fits into the more polarized bucket. So I raised. I think it's fine. Can't do anything. I can call. I don't even think like calling's like a high frequency play though, to be honest. I think I'm supposed to play like a lot of shove fold, but whatevs. 9-7 suited's going in. Yeah, it's a pretty standard spot for me and for him. And we lose. Cheers, guys. Thanks very much for hanging out. I appreciate it. apestyles, it was cool that you showed up at the end. Thanks very much, buddy. And make sure you are following him on Twitch. Make sure you check out the apestyles bundle. And then after doing that, head over and check out the BBZ bundle. Range Converter has lowered their prices recently. Make sure you guys are aware of that. Go check out their stuff. ICMizer BBZ seminars have been reduced from $500 a month to $300 a month. And apestyles is doing more coaching, not less. So the value's gone up, the price has gone down. So make sure you check out the BBZPoker seminars. As always, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for the day, especially everybody who stuck with me all day long. And I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.